A series of disruptive winds and rain lashed the province over the winter months. In April, a security guard died on a wine farm in Paarl after a tree, uprooted due to Gale-force winds, fell on his vehicle. The Somerset Mall in Somerset West was closed due to blown-off roof sheeting. In Kayamandi in Stellenbosch, over 1,000 people were left homeless when Gale-force winds fanned a fire in the Zone O informal settlement.
The wind was very bad in this area, so we can't even do nothing, and then the fire was like blowing up, so we can't just, we didn't even have a chance to take our clothes out from our houses.
The weather system that brought the heavy winds moved to the Garden Route, resulting in flooding in several parts of George and the Little Karoo, and forcing the closure of several passes, including the Outeniqua, Meiringspoort and Swartberg Pass. Severe weather warnings of up to level 8 were frequent throughout the winter. In early July, one of a series of cold fronts made landfall, causing electricity blackouts in some areas, while the communities of Wuppertal and Esselsbank in Cederberg were completely cut off due to the flooded roads.
We have had a number of electricity disruptions. Eskom they are also in our centre working with us. They've restored 6,000 clients in the last night, and currently there are 11,000 faults across the province which are being prioritised for repair. 137 schools have been impacted and 18 schools have been closed due to flooding. In the health sector, we have fortunately not had too many disruptions, so there has only been some problems in False Bay Hospital and electrical disruptions, which they have been restored and looked after. There has been agricultural damages in the West Coast and Overberg district, and then we have had a vessel that is in distress on the West Coast. At the moment, the vessel is 400 meters off, but it has beached, and the Maritime Safety Agency are responding and are dealing with that incident.
The severe weather also resulted in the temporary closure of various public and special schools in the Metro, Winelands and Overberg districts. In Ward 99 in Khayelitsha, Gale-force winds destroyed hundreds of shacks, prompting intervention from the national government.
We're having the same conversation with Western Cape, City of Cape Town yesterday. We held an emergency meeting in the afternoon where we looked at saying, how do we ensure that we fast track the relocation of Category C? Category C informal settlements are those that are in danger for disasters in floods. And then in Western Cape, we've got even the issues of fires. So what we have said is that they must include in their business plan the reblocking so that we don't continue to see the fires happening. So there's work that we will do, continue from where we have laid the foundation.
By mid-July, 160,000 people were affected and over 47,000 structures were impacted. A disaster was declared by national government. In early August, the Riverlands community in the Swartland municipality was dealt a massive blow when 2 retention dams burst their banks. Rivers of water flowed through homes, wreaking havoc and misery. Over 200 homes were affected.
It was 4 o'clock. It is looking like there's a bomb with explosions. That's what happened. So this dam is a big reason for rescue for us.
It felt like 24 hours. In the water, you just saw water. You heard water, you saw water. It was just water everywhere. My bed saved me and my daughter. The bed toppled over about 1.5 kilometers from my house, and someone's bakkie saved us. And we sat on that bakkie for a few hours till daybreak, and I was so glad to see that the sun come up.
A probe was launched.
For non-compliance with the Act and associated regulations, the action will include relief of financial compensation for damage to infrastructure. The Department of Land and Rural Development must present a rehabilitation plan for the affected areas caused by the failure of Duisenberg farm dams and implement in accordance with applicable legislation of National Water Act and National Environment Management Act. The Department of Land Rural Development is required to engage the Swartland local municipality in an effort to make a determination on the extent of the damage caused by the failure of Duisenberg farm dams.
Damages to road infrastructure due to flooding were estimated at 2 billion rand since the previous year. Vanessa Puna, SABC News, Cape Town.